Hello, can I share some thoughts that I have with you, please, about what we might do about honours and remembrance for when this nightmare is over? About honouring those that helped us, honouring those that gave their lives helping us, and also ensuring that we never ever forget what they did for us, and also about all the tragic loss of life that happened because of it. Firstly then, why don't we award the George Cross to the NHS? What a fitting award that would be. There is a precedent for it. It was awarded to Malta in 1942 by King George VI for their heroic efforts during the war. And I think we can draw some direct comparisons between the reasons why it was awarded for Malta against those that we are currently experiencing here now. We are in a war, we're told, and therefore I think that the award of the George Cross to the NHS is entirely appropriate. I also think that the award of the George Medal posthumously to those people tragically who gave their lives whilst helping us through this. We also need to think about an award, a commemorative medal perhaps, to ensure that no person, organisation or service that played a big part in helping us through this goes unrecognised, and I think that could be quite important too. And we need to remember the loss of life. We need to remember the sacrifices that were made, and so I think the way that we could do that is by renaming a public holiday, for example. And the idea I have is the early spring bank holiday, 3rd of May 2021. Yes, it's a while away, but nevertheless these things take time to be put into place. And I think renaming that would be to something meaningful, of course, would enshrine it in our calendar and therefore be there every year. And why should we not then forget it? Even if when we on that day go and buy stuff to do some DIY, at least we know the day on which we did that work. Why don't we also make the Friday before that, the 30th of April 2021? Why not make that a public holiday, funded of course, to give an extended period? And over that period, of course, the population could remember, they could reflect, they could carry out charitable events, and I think that would be a fitting thing to do. And I think then that the government should look seriously at the sort of things that I'm putting forward here. And I know that there are lots of people out there who are doing similar things, and maybe we need to speak about this as one voice somehow, so that we get the message across. We need to do something. There's never a good time to do it, but I think we should be doing it now, at least talking about it. And in her speech, the Queen, when she talked to the nation recently, she said, "I hope in the years to come, everyone will be able to take pride in how they responded to this challenge." And I guess what I'm proposing here goes a long way to meet that. Those words that the Queen has put out there. Just before I finish, I have got another video out there. It's called Honour and Remember. It is a bit longer than this one. You may or may not be pleased to know, but it does contain a lot more sentiment. It does give a bit more about why I'm doing this. And if you could find a couple of minutes, it's actually 8, if you could find time to look at it, then that would be really good. And also, do what you can to get the word around about all this if you think it's worthy of it. And let's hope we can get something out of it. Thank you very much. Take care.